Richard Darryl Zanuck was an American film producer. His 1989 film Driving Miss Daisy won the Academy Award for Best Picture. Zanuck was also instrumental in launching the careers of directors Tim Burton and Steven Spielberg, who described Zanuck as a director's producer, and one of the most honorable and loyal men of our profession. Early life and career: Richard Darryl Zanuck was born in Los Angeles, to actress Virginia Fox and Darryl F. Zanuck, then head of production for 20th Century Fox. While studying at Stanford University, he began his career in the film industry working for the 20th Century Fox story department. In 1959, Zanuck had his first shot at producing with the film Compulsion. In the 1960s, Zanuck became the president of 20th Century Fox. 1 year of his tenure was chronicled by John Gregory Dunn in the studio. After failures like 1967's Dr. Dolittle, he was fired by his father and joined Warner Brothers as executive vice president. In 1972, Zanuck joined with David Brown to form an independent production company called the Zanuck-Brown Company at Universal Pictures. The two men produced a pair of Steven Spielberg's early films, The Sugarland Express and Jaws. They subsequently produced such box office hits as Cocoon and Driving Miss Daisy before dissolving their partnership in 1988. They were jointly awarded the Irving G. Thalberg Memorial Award by the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences in 1990. He worked with Tim Burton 6 times, producing Burton's adaptation of Planet of the Apes, Big Fish, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Sweeney Todd, The Demon Barber of Fleet Street, Alice in Wonderland, and Dark Shadows. He and Burton connected immediately, and Zanuck was Burton's producer of choice. In a May 2012 interview, Zanuck told Variety, "A producer should contribute from the very beginning until the very end, in all aspects. I'm there at the set every day, on every shot. Not that the director, particularly Tim Burton, needs me, but just in case." Personal life: Zanuck married 3 times. On January 14, 1958, he married Lily Charlene Gentle, an actress from Birmingham, Alabama, and second cousin of Talia Bankhead. The marriage, which produced 2 daughters, Virginia and Janet, was dissolved in 1968. On October 26, 1969, Zanuck and his copyright actress Linda Harrison, together with his friend, producer S.Y. Bartlett, and Harrison's sister Kay, flew to Las Vegas, where Zanuck married Harrison on a balcony of the Sands Hotel. The marriage became difficult after Harrison failed to garner the role of the wife in Zanuck's production of Jaws. In mid-1977, as a result of his second wife's entanglement with a 65-year-old guru, Vincent Terziani of the Risen Christ Foundation, and the alleged guru's claims and demands for money from Zanuck, he filed for divorce and was awarded custody of his 2 sons, Harrison Richard Zanuck and Dean Francis Zanuck. In a 1985 interview, Zanuck said that career problems contributed to his 2 failed marriages. Both girls were actresses, and neither one was well established, he said. As head of 20th Century Fox, it was tough to try to be fair to the project and also try to help them in their careers. If I didn't give them the role, then I had to explain why they weren't right for it. It wasn't the major problem in the marriages, but it was an underlying source of discomfort. On September 23, 1978, Zanuck married his 3rd wife, Lily, a former World Bank employee and Carnation Company office manager, who helped him raise his sons from his second marriage, and would co-produce some of his most memorable films, including Cocoon, Driving Miss Daisy, and Reign of Fire. When the Zanucks won the Best Picture Oscar in 1989 for Driving Miss Daisy, Lily Zanuck was only the 2nd woman in history to have earned an Oscar for Best Picture. In 1998, she directed an episode of the HBO miniseries From the Earth to the Moon, titled We Have Cleared the Tower, and in 2000, Richard and Lily Zanuck co-produced the 72nd Academy Awards ceremony. Death: Richard Zanuck died on July 13, 2012, of a heart attack at his home in Beverly Hills. The Beverly Park home he had lived in until his death was sold for $20.1 in July 2012. On February 25, 2014, 20th Century Fox opened the Richard D. Zanuck production building at its Los Angeles studios. Richard was a true giant of our industry for over 5 decades, Fox chairman and CEO Jim Giannopoulos said at the dedication ceremony. He was family, and an integral part of our legacy. We couldn't find a building worthy of him, so we built one. The ceremony was attended by Zanuck's widow, Lilifne Zanuck, his sons, Harrison and Dean, and 4 of his 9 grandchildren, Jack, Darryl, Kyla, and Luke Zanuck. Filmography. Television. Awards and nominations. References. External links: Richard D. Zanuck at the Internet Movie Database, The Zanucks, Real Royalty.